How's it going? So this video is just to show you an easy way and a cheap way of making a cleaning device for your air rifle. Um, Most specifically, it's just a pull-through method. And I mean, I don't know if you know this, but some people don't. But whenever you clean your air rifle, you don't want to stick anything hard in there or anything rough, because the barrels on air rifles are softer than firearms, which is a big mistake a lot of people do. They want to clean their air rifle and they just go to any sporting goods store and buy the cleaning devices that are made for rifles, or specifically just firearms, to get all that residue out, all the powder. But for air rifles, they don't really get that dirty. It's just a little bit of a lead residue, but it's not that bad. And again, you don't need all that to clean an air rifle. You just need just some patches, maybe a little bit of silicone oil. And I say silicone because air rifles mostly have little plastic O-rings around where the rifle, where the pellet loads. And if you use any solvents or just regular oils to clean, real firearms, those kind of oils will actually wear out the O-rings, and then you get a damaged piece. Now you gotta fix that. So anytime you use any kind of oil for air rifles, you want to use silicone-based oils. So yeah, and so all I use for mine is just some trimming line. You can see it's 0.08 inches or 2 millimeter, and I chose this because my gun is 22 caliber, so this one fits perfectly. For 177 it may work, I'm not sure, because I'm not even sure if they make any thinner than this. Again, I just have this one in hand, and all you do is just cut some about your barrel's length and maybe about 6 inches more. It all depends on your gun, right? And so I already did one here, as you can see. And so you cut some off, and then what you do is, I don't know if you can see there, but there's just a little hole that I did there, kind of towards the middle. So I used a blade and just cut enough where it's just a little hole, but it's not a part. It's just a hole in the little plastic here. You're gonna use that to run the patch through there, and all you do is just grab the patch. Oh, sorry. These patches, you can buy them in any sporting goods store. They're cotton based, or these feel like just like a t-shirt. You can use an old t-shirt too, just not too thick, but it's not too thin either. So yeah, you kind of put it towards the middle, and you grab anything that can stick it through there. I use my blade because it fits perfectly in there. And there you go. And then you'll see that just a little bit comes out through the other side right there. And all I do is just what came out. Let's try that again. There you go. And then I just grab it. There we go. It's sticking out a little bit right there. So I just grab it a little bit, pull it, and you want to make sure it's snug, snug enough where it's not gonna come out when it's inside the barrel, because then you have another problem to fix there. So it seems pretty snug in there, so it's pretty good. And then you also need a straw. The straw is gonna help you put it inside the barrel, and it'll go through the baffles. So if you just try and stick this to the barrel itself, it's gonna get caught, and it's gonna have a lot of trouble just lining it up. But this is gonna help right there. So let me show you. Oh, and of course you want to put the cloth after you put it after the barrel. But this was just to show you how it's done. Alright. So there's the barrel. And the reason I'm cleaning my gun is because I haven't used it in a couple months, and anytime I use the gun after a certain period, I just want to make sure it's clean in there. I don't know if some dust got in there because I'm not doing a good job of covering the barrel. So you see that straw goes in there, it goes to the baffles, and once it's there, you grab your notched end right here, stick it in. So it's gonna go easily in there. You may feel it may get stuck kind of towards the barrel, but just give it a little spin and it should do that. There you go. Alright. I should have took off the magazine first. But I'm gonna push it through a little bit more. There you go. And just pull it out. So there's that little notch end right there. And the same way I put the cloth with the blade, that little hole. Put it towards the middle. A little bit sticking out. Grab that. Make sure it's tight. It's pretty tight in there. And then we just pull it. So there you go, it's going through. Okay. It's pretty good in there. There you go. And as you can see, it's a little dirty. So yeah, you want to keep doing that until it's clean. But it should work pretty good. You see one little piece of cloth and one pull. We got to put we got a pretty good decent amount of lead residue in there. And I would actually do it with a little bit of oil. It's gonna just clean it better. I just don't have any with me right now. But yeah, you should just run about 10 of them and it should clean it pretty good. And yeah, I mean, that's basically it. It's just a cheap way of making a little air rifle cleaner pull-through method. If you could buy one that's specially made for rifles, then I would go ahead and do that. But if you just want to save some money and time, you can do this in about less than 10 minutes. And yeah, hope you like this idea because it works pretty good. And if it helps you out, let me know. So yeah, thanks for watching.
Just a little extra clip of me after I sighted the gun in. Just take a shot at these panties at 30 yards. I had 5 of them originally, but the wind knocked them down, so I just said, what the heck, just let's see if I can get all 3 of these right here. And yeah, the secret to good accuracy from the gun is to clean it only when you notice your groove's opening up or it's just not shooting the way it used to. Most likely it's just the barrel that needs to be cleaned, nothing more.